Well, hello friends, Fujosevic here. Welcome back to some Hearthstone with some very interesting and hopefully fun Silence Priest. Now, my original plan was to push to rank 10 with Elemental Shaman, as I tend to like to do. I'd like to pick a deck that I'm a little bit more comfortable and familiar with and push with that. But I also figured at this point in the season, you know what? Oh, this could be... Actually, this is going to be very okay. So at this point in the season, I'm not going to make it to Legend for sure. I'm probably not going to make it to rank 5, and I figured, you know what? Let's just go with something that we're a little bit more comfortable with. I think what we're going to do is Tar Creeper and use Silence, as opposed to getting that Purify value. I think that's going to be a little less useful. We'll hide behind our Taunt Wall here, and we'll get rid of this little bit of a Murloc. The issue is, of course, right now we are very terrified of the War Leaders, but we're basically always going to be terrified of the War Leaders. So if we look at this deck list really quickly, this is a pretty standard... Oh, that's not the best thing in the world for us. This is a relatively what I would consider standard... didn't mean it like that, but standard Elemental Priest, or Silence Priest. Oof. We do run the one Elemental in this version. This is a very unfortunate card because we would have been able to get a free kill here. I think we're going to go with the Purify simply to draw. Double a minion's health. We can go ahead and hit it there. But then we do lose the 4, which is unfortunate. Maybe we just do this and punch into the 2-4. Or do we get rid of the 2-3? I don't think that's going to get returned. We'll just get rid of this. We'll go face here, expecting our opponent not to kill us here. Obviously, the Divine Spirit would have been potentially great. Oh, this is potentially awful. What's the worst thing for us to see? The worst thing for us to see is going to be a Poisonous. I was going to say Shadow or Death. That would be the best thing. But this deck doesn't run removals. Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying, but at the same time, you know, we're kind of going to be okay with that. We'll just throw out Elise here. Elise is going to trade very nicely with our opponent's board. We might get hit with an Aldor in a trade, in which case we're going to be very, very sad. But sometimes that's the world we have to live in. We do have the potential now to go Radiant Elemental, Shadow Visions. That's going to get hit with the buff. That's going to continue to fill the hand. So we're not exactly in a great shape to deal with a very floody, aggro-y style of opponent. But I think we're in good enough shape that we should be able to survive. We'll go ahead and try and get a pack. I think that's the best thing. Oh. I think we're going to have to go with that steel right now. I think that steel is going to be super valuable. All your other Murlocs have +1/+1 attack, so that's not going to matter. We'll kill this 3/2 because that's a super valuable one. And then we have the debate of what do we want to do. Do we want to double or do we want to throw out the plus? And I think we're going to go with the +3 health. Because we are going up against this more aggro-y, floody opponent here with the Murloc Paladin, we want to have a little bit more board presence as opposed to just one big minion. This way we'll be able to trade into a few things. That's unfortunate. Ooh, that's very unfortunate. Never you mind. That's potentially awful as well. But we're going to be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. We'll double first. There's no Paladin secrets that interact with spells like that. We hope it's not get down. If it is, that's still okay. We'll get one draw off of this. And we can Potion of Madness and do a little bit more clearing here as well, which is pretty nice. Well, I still think it's worth it to get rid of at least one of these minions here. Even if not both. Oh, did I just do that completely wrong? Oh my goodness, what a misplay. Okay. So part of these oops, I can't believe I did that. Right? I messed that up. Right? Yeah, I could have stolen the 2-3 and hit that into the 4-2. Oops, and our opponent would have had no board. Oh, that's really good. But we'll clear our opponent's board now. We'll get some draws off of this. Shadow Visions. Excellent, excellent draw. Hopefully we don't mess this one up. Here we go. Pack time. The issue is if our opponent has a draw right here, we're going to be in bad shape. We could Volcano. I don't want to, but we could. Discover a spell cast with random targets. Discover a card from your opponent's class. We'll take that for free. We'll take the big ol' Rag, right? Yeah, Rag is going to be the best right now for us. I guess we'll just clear the board. We'll draw a little. Lyra's gonna be beautiful. We'll throw out the taunt. And you know what? This deck, so far, kind of cool. The whole silence aspect, I mean, we didn't really use it too well. We had that initial... Ancient Watcher, but that was about it. This is cool. Let's keep it going. Okay, and we are here with another Paladin. And now the fear obviously is those equalities and those Aldors and everything like that in between. So we do have, oh, coining out that secret. That's okay. We're gonna purify. I always debate, is it better to purify or is it better to not purify? Okay, Radiant Elemental is gonna be fun. Return to hand. Oh, no getaway, Kodo? What is the card? What is the secret? It's eye for an eye? That's a good one, which I don't think we would take that, right? Double a minion's health. We can purify again. Or repentance. Ooh, repentance is scary. Yeah, repentance is awful for us, isn't it? We can buff here, but I don't think we should. We can't play this into repentance. We can't play this into repentance because we're not getting any value off of it. Unless we draw, but that's not enough. If we buff the 3... it still makes this a scary target, though. Yes, okay, so that's good. Reduce this to 1 health. We can silence that off, can't we? This is fine, actually, because I can purify that off next turn. If we need to. If we're not just going to play the Humongoid. Like, if he doesn't just trade here? I think he has to, right? Oh, such punish. Not that it will necessarily matter. Ooh. So we got some juicy combos right now, that's for sure. Do we want a Radiant Elemental as well, or no? We can also silence this back to a 4-5. That could be a pretty fun turn in my eyes. Let's get rid of that. Shadow Visions is a great card. We'll attack there. We'll attack there. And we're going to heal this one out of the range of a True Silver. Because that's what we're kind of expecting from this mid-range Paladin that we think we're going up against. I did just play one. Oh my goodness. How many? Okay. Okay. Now we need to top deck another Elise. Elise time, please. Oh my goodness. If we Elise, we can't protect from True Silver. How close to lethal would we have been there? I want to keep this away from that True Silver, though. We are now weak to... Do we want to discover? No, we can't. We need to discover after. We get that pack, and we're just going to outvalue like crazy. So, yeah, there are real issues here now, though. Sunkeeper's pretty bad, right? Sunkeeper is 6. Oh. Das is good. We don't have any Shadow or Pains to discover, unfortunately. Ooh. We can do Northshire shenanigans. Or do we just go for this value here? Oh, but then we can't heal afterwards, and again. Oh, maybe we just go 5 and then go face, because this is still going to True Silver us down. But that's okay, because then we have the 5/5 on the board. Yeah, let's do it this way. So this is now going to be 5 cards. We will go get that pack that we just put in our deck. Oh, no bueno. Can we do anything cool with the steel, though? Or do we want a Power Word Shield? If we had another double, I would take that. Potion of Madness doesn't... no, because we still have the issue there. I'll take the Power Word Shield. And then the question is... Do we want this? We can't save anyone. We'll double sack here. That's fine. Maybe this is the wrong play, and I'm gonna take this out just so that there's no equality, that there's no chance, excuse me, that there's no chance for equality shenanigans. In terms of like equality and then an easy trade. So we do have potentially 14 plus 5. What's 14 plus 5? 19 damage on board. We might have to go for this. One. Yeah, we'll do this slow. We'll slow play this this burst here. Yeah, we will definitely slow play this. This is lovely. So we get that attack in, and we have 9 power on board. So this can get hit with the other Aldor, or Equality Consecrate, or Pyro Equality, or whatever else. Whatever other equality combos that are being run right now. And that's totally fine. And then we are a little bit a ways. Oh, there we go. There's that Equality Consecrate. We knew it was coming, and that's why we didn't want to play too much more into that. Oh, and it is a little more Murloc-y than we had expected, and that's totally fine. Do we want the big guy? Yeah, we kind of want the big guy, right? And this is nice now because we're able to kind of start refilling our hand. This one is on board. It might trade into the 4-8, to be honest. But that 4-8 is going to turn into 16 face damage. And we'll have 17 face damage. Oh my. What a turn. What a turn of events. Okay, so we need to somehow get rid of that war leader so we can start stealing things. Can't be targeted. That's okay. Oh, no, wait. That's not okay. Never mind. And we don't have a... Huh. Okay. We don't have any, We can find a silence though, right? Let's put it on... This one's dead no matter what. Let's put it on here and try and find that silence or something. Oh. Shadow visions. Yeah, we gotta do it that way. Do we pack or silence right now? I'm really scared. Double, double, double? I think we're going Divine Spirit to try and win that way, right? And we also play the Ancient Watcher. Hold on. Can our opponent kill off the Humongous Razor Leaf and... Because we have way too many cards for Ngoro, but I think we lose before that even happens, so it doesn't matter. And obviously we still need some sort of silence. Maybe we should have gone pack. Maybe we should have gone silence. Whew. That's brutal. Yeah, without the silence, this was the absolute incorrect play. Woo! We are taking a beating here. Yeah, we played this wrong. I will now admit, obviously. In this... Yeah. We needed that silence to be able to trade into things. A little bit too late. Too little too late here. Mind control super cool. But none of these really matter because we're dead anyways. Yeah, if we had a silence, this would be 8, 16. Oh no, it wouldn't be lethal because we wouldn't have had this second Divine Spirit. Nothing has chargers. Like, if there's any chargers, we could try shenanigans. No, it looks like we're just done. That's okay. Oh, 40-40, though. Okay, so we totally played that wrong. We'll just wait for our opponent to lethal us. That's totally fine. And the issue there was, I mean, we have Faceless Manipulator instead of the Faceless Manipulator that comes with a taunt. So that's why we weren't able to really set anything up here. I mean, our opponent was still going to go face there. There's no way we were winning that. That was our fault. That's okay. This can be a bit of a learning process because I haven't played much of this deck, even though it is very, very fun. Definitely making some misplays along the way as we're learning it. Okay, so we have a shaman who coined out a Manatee totem on us, which we have actually seen before. A video 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It was a shaman, elemental shaman mirror matchup. We hope this is not taunt, and that's good. It is not. We are gonna go ahead with that power word shield inner fire combo right now. Attack to be equal to health, and that's fine. And there's honestly a good chance that this just eats a hex. But that's also okay in my books, because we're going to have a bit more gas here, and if this is some slow mid-rangey elemental shaman, I feel like we'll have a good understanding of the resources that we're fighting against. Devolve absolutely wrecks this deck. Oh, Shifter Xeris, what are you doing there, buddy? Okay, so we're going to need some Acolytage. We'll take that out and then heal it, because we need to get a little bit of value off of these cards. Yeah, things like Devolve and Hex absolutely destroy Silence Priest, and that's okay. So in that case, we're going to be looking for win conditions to be more along the lines. That's going to be on the Acolyte, obviously. Potion of Madness doesn't help. I mean, it gets the Lyra thing going, but really... Do we want a power word shield on Shifter Xeris? Is that just silly? And the only reason why I'm saying that is because we will have a couple turns of... No, we have to do it on the bigger minion. Hey, we're looking at some Lyra stuff now.
Challenge accepted.
And we'll keep going face. We're at 8 damage next turn. We're not quite at 8 damage Faceless Manipulator. That was the only issue with our play. Well, one of our issues, let's be honest. One of our issues with our play. We can do huge Lyra things, but we can't really do too much with it. We're just going to cycle a bunch of Potion of Madness. Which I'm not sure how valuable that is. Although the Lyra could really do things. Yeah, do things. Great. Change your minion's attack to be equal to its health. That doesn't help. Doubling doesn't help. This is going to get hit with a... Let's see what we get here. We'll take that out, I guess. We'll just cycle the Blinding Heal. Oh, Shadow Madness can be a thing. I'm willing to do this now just to cycle. Maybe that's a horrible move, actually. I totally regret it. We'll see. Yeah, maybe this is just a horrible... Nah, that was silly. That's our win condition. I can't go throwing it away just for... hoping for Lyra shenanigans. And if we get hit with a Volcano, it's pretty sad right now, actually. Because then our whole win condition is Elise. Yeah, this looks like Volcano then, right? Yeah. Silly to waste that card to try and cycle. Dragonfire Potion will... Oh. I was going to say will see some use, but I wasn't expecting to see a use right now. I want a little bit more value off of this, to be honest. We'll just go ahead and heal. Hopefully we didn't linger too long on that card for our opponent to pick up on anything like that. If our opponent floods the board, then we're going to be happy about it. But if they just go ahead and attack Hero Power Pass, then we're going to be in really, really rough shape. Which is kind of what we're... Ooh, that's still pretty bad as well. That's going to be another 4 next turn. This just gets taken out too easily, I think. Minion with 3 or attack a lot, 3 or less attack. This does let us do crazier OTKs, but I don't think we're even gonna get that far though. Maybe we have to be a little bit more greedy here. Purify into Purify? Sure. Remember when we all hated this card? So Hex is really bad for us. Another Devolve is really bad for us. Otherwise, we got ourselves a pretty big minion. Yeah, I think this is a really, really bad matchup for us. Ugh. Maybe we can make the frog work somehow. I don't think we can. Oof. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We have to Dragonfire Potion at this point. We worked ourselves into a hole. Yeah, we can't even play Talon Priest now because we'll just lose. Oh, we really did this to ourselves. This is a few games now that we've kind of blown here. This is when we need that Dragonfire Potion, huh? We'll do this. And do that. And what can we even possibly discover? I don't know. But we'll go ahead and stall out one more turn. Not that it's going to matter. We're out of resources. We're out of resource generation. Even if we get at least this coming turn. Oh, double Devolve. Our opponent has completely teched. Why? Yeah, I was going to say. I thought that was a trade. Oof. Rough. Double Devolve definitely beats Silence Priest. I think that's what we've learned. And we had a couple turns we could have done differently. That's going to be it for this deck for right now. I definitely need a little bit more practice with that deck. This deck. Surprise, surprise. But we're going to keep learning it. We're not worried about ranks for the rest of the season. We just kind of want to learn this deck. See how it is that people are having so much fun with this deck. And if we can kind of learn how to get there ourselves. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. I'll see you next time. Keep your stick on the ice. And subscribe.